Yo, what's good, y'all? So today we're gonna be reacting to my guy Agent teaching, right? We're gonna put both his classes together in one. We're not gonna do two separate videos. We're just gonna do one video and take it from there. All right. So I appreciate y'all as always. Thank y'all for clicking the video. Hit that sub button. As always, road to 500, and that's that, y'all. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into this. This is him teaching his first class at Streamer University. Let's do this.
Come on in, man. Come on in. Thank you for making it. Thank you for making it. Professor Agent. Professor Agent.
So sorry.
Professor Agent.
Nice to meet you.
It's Professor Agent.
Nice to meet you.
Yep. Oh wow. Yep. It's gonna be packed. Oh yeah. Nice
I
to.
walked up the stairs.
Oh, the elevator works too. Nice to see you guys again.
Thank you.
Professor Agent. How do you expect to see this?
You're right. You're right.
Yeah. You're serious about learning, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I want to hear.
I'm ready to learn.
Cause you're not bullshit.
No, I'm not bullshit. I'm not
I'm
bullshit.
about to say, cause it's a generous, small leprechaun that paid for everybody's tuition, bro.
Yeah, no,
you
bro.
don't want to bullshit, bro.
no.
You don't want to bullshit.
I ain't even have financial aid. You know, Donald Trump, they canceled that. See how you get here?
They did?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Damn.
So Kai's my only hope.
Okay, well,
Did Trump actually? I didn't know that.
hey, we got to get this class started. Just tee up, man. Welcome to Pocket Watching 101. Today, we're learning how to watch pockets, man. It's pretty simple. By the end of this class, you should be able to look at the person beside you and have an exact estimate on how much money they make as a content creator. It's not hard. All the information is publicly accessible. You just need the framework. So we're gonna do some exercises to help you guys get right so that everybody can become a
Actually, this is good knowledge because I actually don't know this myself, so I'm learning myself as we go through this.
professional pocket watcher.
Level it up,
Okay.
level it up, level it up.
I'm gonna give you an example of a rough month I had where I lost a lot of money, and then a good month I had where I made a lot of money, just to give you an idea of what my pockets look like so you could better watch other people's pockets. Okay? Only reason I'm really showing this is because, like, as you make more money, there's some people that actually just pocket the difference, but I'm a content creator. I've been a content creator since I was 12. I like to be able to do cool shit. So you don't get a chance to do that unless you start generating real revenue. In the months where I generate more revenue, I do cooler shit. In the months where it's a little bit slower, I had to slow it down. It's a business at the end of the day. You can't run out of money, otherwise you had to sell your house. If there's a company I like, I DM them. I DM Cinnabon 4 days ago. I DM Popeyes last month. I did a deal with them last week. So I just reach out. So this was a rough month for me.
So reaching out, okay, so reaching out to the companies, asking if you could do something with them.
January, in terms of revenue, chat, you know this. We had the weight loss marathon this month. It was expensive, bro. The house rental alone was $80,000. It was another $80,000 on top of the rest of the expenses just for that marathon. I had to lose 25 pounds in 10 days. I gained all the weight back. But it was great content, though.
He said I gained all the weight back. Damn.
The content, and that's all that mattered. And there was the rest of the expenses during the month. The different segments that you do. Anytime you need to rent something, buy something, move something, transport something, flights you're booking for people, the team that you have, the payroll. It's a business, bro, so there's gonna be a lot of expenses, and it tallied up to $350,000, my nigga. It's a lot, bro.
Was any of that a write-off?
Ain't that a write-off? That's a good question. That's a good question.
All of it is write-off. Every business expense is write-off. This whole thing, yeah. My personal expense is not in this because that would be personal revenue split. It's okay to spend money on idea even if you think it's not gonna make money. The reason why this was such a loser for us in terms of profit was because January has notoriously bad ads. And we didn't anticipate it was gonna be that bad. If we do this in December, the weight loss marathon would have been very profitable. Companies don't pay for a lot of ads in the quarter one. January, February, March.
Okay, so you want to look to make money with your ads. Okay.
So what you want to do is, so it's like you're still going to make content. You're not going to not make content in those months. But I didn't realize how big of a difference it was going to be. And at the time, I think some niggas pull ads from Twitch. It was just a bad time for ads. And so I lost maybe like $100,000 on that. And I wasn't able to make the money back in the rest of the month, which is okay because I was happy with the content, though. That's what I'm saying. That's the whole point of today's lesson is like, whoa, it's cool to lose money as long as you're happy with the content, because there's gonna be other ideas you have that make money that's not that high lift, that's not that high production.
Okay.
This is what the revenue looked like for January on Twitch. You could tell it's a marathon because I had 300-hour stream. I really want y'all to focus in on this though. This is why I'm saying ads are really underrated.
Hey, listen.
Do you see this purple section here? Those are ads. If I remove the ads, my budget is eviscerated. So I'm saying it's underrated because it's the main way I get to do cool stuff. It also helps convert subscribers because niggas want to subscribe if there's lots of ads, but I wouldn't recommend that because the main priority for small streamers is discovery. As you grow, I would recommend it more and more.
Okay, okay. So in the beginning, keep it low, get discovered, and then pick it up as you go.
Really, truly believe it, bro. Like without ads, and you can see this split here, I pulled it up on purpose. Like on an average day in January, this is a marathon, so I was live the whole day. Keep in mind, there's ads playing the entire day, $4,000. And that's a bad day. Because if this was done in December, that's gonna be $20,000, $25,000. In the months where you are buying more,
okay, I didn't know that.
Advertisers are spending more. Black Fridays, Thanksgivings, Christmases, that season hits hard. Summertime, people going on vacation. So this was Twitch, and this is what YouTube looked like in a little bit more of an optimized month. And keep in mind, like, these are just clips from the stream, bro. So if we take a look, also I nailed it on brand deals. We had a lot of mega brand deals that month. And so the overall revenue was fantastic. Even though we spent 500,000, we still made money. You get what I'm saying? So I spent 500, but I made 800. So that's a winner for us. You want to win more than you lose, because that's how you stay in business. But if you lose, it's not the end of the world.
So damn, it takes it takes a lot of money actually to be able to invest in these videos and things, but you also make a lot from it. So yeah.
And I really want to say, like, now you have 282,000. What's your next big idea? You get what I'm saying? That's what money does. Like, what's your next big idea? Like, Streamer University, boom. Like, you guys all, I imagine, are creatives. Like, you have good ideas in your notes, in your textbooks, in your phone. Like, that's what helps make it happen. But it's not, but I also don't think you spend 100% of it on that, though. That's why Webull is sponsoring this right here. Because you should also invest it. Whatever avenue you choose to do it in. It could be real estate, it could be investing in stocks, it could be in whatever you feel comfortable in. Get informed. If you need a great trading platform, Webull is your platform. So this is the Pocket Watch.
New McCrispy strips.
W advertising, but he kind of got to do a little bit better than that. I think.
Made for dipping.
Because they want you to like explain it, I think, a little bit more. So yeah, but W
Average. What I want y'all to take from this is I'm giving you a few instances of what you can get on the lower end of brand deals, higher end of brand deals. Lower end of ads, higher end of ads. Lower end of monthly views on YouTube, higher end of monthly views on YouTube. The reason why I'm giving a range is because if you're in tech and finance on YouTube, you're at the peak. You get hella bread. You might make $15,000 from 1 million views. If you do pranks and IRLs, the chances are you're probably in the mid-range, 3,000 to 5,000. It's a huge, the chances are, I'm giving a range.
So concurrent viewers pays you the most? So tech pays you the most. So if you're live doing tech, that's the best combination. If you're doing prank and shit like that, 1 million views, you get about $3,000 a month. Thousand viewers, low end brand deal. 10K viewers, high end brand deal. Okay. So I want to be around 10K viewers. Concurrently. And then you make it money. So you constantly want to be live and get around 10K viewers. Okay.
It's because if you're in tech and finance on YouTube, you're at the peak. You get hella bread. You might make $15,000 from 1 million views. If you do pranks and IRLs, the chances are you're probably in the mid-range, 3,000 to 5,000. It's a huge behemoth of a difference. There's no way to just snipe it. You just have to account for the variables. Damn, I haven't looked at chat all stream. I could be getting cooked. Am I getting cooked?
Don't let HMR.
I don't know. I never know what this
Don't
is.
let HMRC see this.
Oh, what chat saying?
Yeah.
They're just freaking out at how much money you made and how much money you spent.
I know. I tell y'all niggas think I'm Mr. Beast, but I did that try and put as much back into it as I can. Every once in a while, I get myself fried, you know. But depends on RPM. You're right, but the RPM is the range. That's what I'm talking about. You know, finance niggas get a higher one, prank niggas get a lower one. So I want y'all to take a look at this cheat sheet. What you need to understand about pocket watching is that it's all variable. You'll make, hold on, quiet down. You'll make more money in September than you will in February. It's true. So but that has to be accounted. Maybe you had a peak month. You can't say a nigga makes that every month. Maybe you had a bad month. You can't say a nigga makes that every month. It's impossible. So you have to account for all the variables. There's a lot. What ad rate they run, right? Even the length of their YouTube videos, because you could fit more ads in a longer YouTube video. That's why a lot of people run them VOD channels, because it's an 8-hour video, bro. You could span that bitch with ads. Like, there's so many variables that this should give you a baseline. If you see a nigga with 2,000 live viewers and you looking at his streaming, like he's probably running about half ads, you can calculate them, watch for an hour, see how much ads he's running. You can find out exactly how much that nigga makes. All right, man, now it's y'all turn to try, right? Let's give it a shot before I do it myself. Get in groups of 2. Pocket watch. So all of that to say, it's just a formula. You have the cheat sheet. Just pace it. If there's a getting 2,000 concurrent viewers, the metric is there for 1,000. Scale it up. Do a little bit of quick math, man. I think there's a lot of money in content.
New McCrispy strips are made.
What would be nice, honestly, as a monthly thing, for us, a nice amount, like 4K. 4K a month would be nice. A lot. $4,000 a month. I think that's doable. I think that's fair.
So that TikTok account only posts 6 times a day.
Damn. 1 minute long?
It makes from that in a month it makes $134,400 in 1 month off TikTok. That Snapchat, he posts 23 times a day because he likes LeBron. So when he goes to Twitter, he makes $35,000 a month. And then from Twitch, I didn't make $240K a month.
I love that initiative. Let's clap it up for him. No cap though. Deadass, that's how easy it is. Like you kind of have a lot of what I do is based on like what I'm hearing and even what I'm making, I can base it off of that. But you have the knowledge now, like you can pocket watch whoever you want to. I also want to say like, there's a lot of money in content now, and that's a lot of the reason why people are getting into content. Those are frauds, okay? A lot of you people here, the reason why you got here is because you genuinely enjoy creating content, that you're a creative, and that you want to see your ideas become reality. And so don't lose sight of the creative aspect because you're too busy chasing money, but don't lose sight of the money because you're too busy trying to be creative. At the end of the day, it's hand in hand. Your ability to do both is your ability to operate and execute.
That'll be advice. That's fire advice. Don't lose the idea either way. Like, don't go too far each way. Just kind of stay in the middle and find a good balance.
Most dudes, before we head out, first thing you got to do is bet on yourself. If you're afraid to do the idea because you think it might backfire, you don't believe in yourself. That doesn't mean take dumb risks. All right? Some of my risks, as I showed you, did not pay off financially, but it paid off for me. It fulfilled me as a content creator. So once you start to generate more, work with that. That's your operating budget. Now you have an opportunity to cook a little bit more. Help grow your stream. I think consistency is important. In my 3rd class on Sunday, I'm gonna get more into strategy on how to grow as a streamer and stuff I learned and stuff like that. And I also want it to be cooperative. Like if there's things other people learn, we're gonna share it as a class so we all learn. But for today, I'm really just focused on the pocket watching aspect. Bet on yourself, bro. If you don't believe in yourself, who the f will? Hey, the purpose of this talk was I kind of wanted it to be funny, like packaging-wise, pocket watching. But I hope you at least learned like one thing that can help you make a little bit more money, bro. Deadass, I hope you did.
Well, knowing the amount, I guess, that you get paid per view and how that does, right? So pretty much what that said is go live and get 10,000 viewers concurrently, and that'll make you the most amount of money. And that's how I understood that. So I appreciate that. That I did learn. We're gonna go ahead and get into the 2nd class now. All right. So like I said, we did 1st class, and then he's doing his final class. So let's see what he teaches us in the final class.
Time for class, man. What up, class? Ray, get off the board. Hey, if you just came in, take a seat, take a seat. It's gonna be a good class if you guys really want to learn. I'm excited, bro. I'm really excited. I hope you guys take something away from this. So,
Oh man, got slippers on. Okay.
look, today's class is gonna be dope. I'm really excited because we learn so much creating content, and rarely do you get a chance to share it. We all have learned something from the videos that we've created. So I'm gonna share what I've learned. At any point, you guys can also try and share what you've learned. Take something away from what I'm about to say. There's gonna be some gems that's gonna help you elevate your content, no matter what type of content you do, okay? Type of I am, man. I like to start my classes with a little pop quiz. With a pop quiz, man. So we're gonna pass around some papers and just answer them honestly. It's okay if you're wrong. We're gonna help answer some of those questions by the end of this class. So chat, just so you guys can see the pop quiz, it's pretty simple. What is the best stream camera? The minimum viewers to stream full time? Most important metric for YouTube? Most important metric for Twitch? Simple.
Okay, simple things, and we need to know all that. We need to know all that, all of it. Why? Just cause. You never know. The camera, I've always been interested in the camera for sure, like the tech behind
You guys
it.
got 30 seconds. Yo, Ray. Hey, man. Did you come to Streamer University to learn, or did you come here to socialize?
I'm gonna say.
You're wrong.
No, I'm not. DCBB.
You're wrong.
That's right. It's DCBB.
You're wrong.
It's DCBB.
Holy smokes, every answer was wrong. Every single one, you're 0 4. On God, yeah.
On God?
Yeah. So look, for the pop quiz, on question 1, if you wrote A,
He said every answer is wrong. Come on, Ray, you
from
gotta do
Galaxy
better,
S25
yo.
Ultra, you are correct. You are 100% correct. It's way better. If you do phone streams, it is. You know, Sony A9 is a photography camera, Ray. You wrote the Sony A9. That is a photography camera that from 5 years ago, my nigga. It's a $6,000 photography camera. It is not the best for streaming. For B, if you wrote you wrote the Sony A9. That is
My man's defensive over his
a
tech, yo.
photography $6,000 photography camera, my nigga. It's a $6,000 photography camera. It is not the best for streaming. For B, if you wrote B, you are correct. If you wrote B, you are correct. 50 is the minimum viewers if you want to do it full time. You just have to optimize the 50. So just because your viewership is not sky high doesn't mean it's not possible to do it full time. It just means you have to optimize the 50. For question number 3, if you wrote C.
So wait, what were the questions again?
It is not the best for streaming. For B, if you wrote B. The minimum viewers to stream.
What's the best stream camera? Okay, not the Sony. So with 50 viewers, you can stream full time. Most important metric for YouTube. Okay, most important metric for Twitch. Okay, these are great questions. I ain't gonna lie.
Full time. Most important. If you stream in 4K, you won't get a single additional viewer as a result. Just like it could be grainy. Current viewer is A. You are correct. All right, so yo, pay attention. Too is not sky high doesn't mean it's not possible to do it full time. It just means you have to optimize the 50. For question number 3, if you wrote C, watch time is the most important metric, you are correct. That's law, YouTube law. Watch time is king. 4.
So watch time. How long you guys watch the video is what's king. How long you guys watch it? Okay.
4. If you wrote concurrent viewers A, you are correct.
And then Twitch values concurrent viewership. How long a person is sitting there. So same thing, pretty much.
All right, so yo, pay attention. Okay, I want to do some basics because there's gonna be some smaller streamers in here, but it's gonna be a lot of stuff that's not basic. If you guys have questions, feel free to ask. I'll call you when I have a chance. Depending on your budget, okay? I want to say you can stream with anything. You can do a desktop stream with a fucking laptop webcam. On God, it doesn't matter, bro. Many of the biggest streamers from like Aiden, Kai, they all use simple cameras. Just like it could be grainy shit, it doesn't matter. People do not value quality when it comes to, if you stream in 4K, you won't get a single additional viewer as a result. I really want to clarify that because some people feel like the tech is what holds them back. If you're at a $1,000 budget, the S25 Ultra,
I agree with that. Some people do feel like the tech holds them back. Like some people be like, nah, I don't got my webcam yet. I'm not gonna start streaming. But it's like, damn, we have so many people that made it without a webcam, you know. So
is the best. I think it's a little more than 1,000, but for a $1,000 budget, for a 2.5, it's gonna be this Live View backpack. It molds together different connections so that you have a stronger overall connection. It's more expensive, but you can connect it to a bigger body camera. So the overall price is gonna be a little bit higher, but it's going to be worth it. Now, if you're a big streamer, there's no reason why you don't get this one. I don't know how new it is because we just got it 4 months ago, but it's cracked. Like, it's prioritized data. I don't lag, basically, and it's so hard for me to lag. It's very hard, especially if you do a lot of IRLs. If you do desktop and gaming, obviously this stuff isn't required.
So you need to buy one of those to go live the way they do, is what they're saying.
I'm telling you, bro. I had a couple large streamers ask me yesterday whether 30,000 was a worthwhile purchase. It's your job, right? So like, we spend money on dumber things. Ray, for example, bought a Supra for $50,000. You get what I'm saying? So if you could buy a Supra for $50,000, you could buy this bag for $30,000. Feel me? I got an apartment for absolutely no reason, just to see if I'd like it. So keep that in mind. You spend money doing dumb shit. Why not spend money investing in your business, bro? I feel like we get stingy when it comes to shit like this, but then we spend bags on shit when it comes to luxurious stuff, Louis Vuitton, this, that, the third. This is what's important. Just remember that. All right, let's talk Twitch discovery. Who here streams on Twitch? Okay, we know Twitch has no discovery. It's unfortunate. It's really challenging to get new people to see your content.
I agree. I think the best Twitch discovery, in my opinion, is shorts. Shorts, reels, like short form content is always gonna be king, in my opinion, for discovery. If you get short form content, they're gonna know who you are.
Unless they're browsing on the huge tab of thousands of other streamers in your category, and then why pick yours? You can't put a thumbnail up there. It's very hard to get noticed. So it truly is non-existent. The way people get discovered on Twitch is through other platforms. If you're big on YouTube, especially if you're big on TikTok. Do we have anyone whose primary platform is TikTok? This is your opportunity. TikTok is the best way for new people to see your face. You're going to want to transfer those people over to your stream. So followers per hour is the only kind of relevant metric I've seen on Twitch. So just remember, like, you want people to follow. It's not a pointless metric. It's not an empty number. It's the only kind of relevant metric. I don't know how true it is because obviously I'm not an engineer, but many people have said that's how you end up right over here. If Twitch noticed a lot of new people is following your channel, they're way more likely, even if you're not being followed, to put you on the list of people over here.
So TikTok is still doing this thing?
Which means there's a form of discovery, even though it's very challenging, that exists. I would say like collabing, meeting people and stuff like that is super, super essential. This is as good as it gets, unfortunately. Maybe that changes one day, not right now. YouTube discovery. This is where the opportunity lies, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be honest with you. This really, you could do 10 classes on this and not completely tell the whole story. So it's not, I'm gonna be summarizing a lot, but watch time is king. I'm gonna give you some examples. So 2 recent videos I uploaded to my channel, most expensive Pokemon card opening. This is what I would call a low appeal video, right? Even the thumbnail kind of insinuates that it's a reaction more than an actual opening. Like, people are getting a quick snapshot. You're one of 50 videos on a page. You're competing for everybody's attention. They could only click one video. This one didn't perform all that well. It did 57,000 views. This one, on the other hand, my reactions tend to do really well. Part of YouTube is understanding your audience. Something that does well for me might not do well for Ash. It might do differently for the next person. So you have to understand what your audience likes. If you're not going back to see what performed well, you actually don't care about growing. I'm being honest. If you don't go in your analytics every few days to see how your video's been performing, any adjustments you need to make, you don't care about growing. You just want to grow. What's that?
The new creamy chili.
So I do that. I do try to do that. But at the same time, I try to watch as much of the things that I enjoy watching as possible. Now, should I watch more of the things that do well on the channel? Yes. Yes. I agree with that. And we don't do that, and moving forward, we will change that. So, we'll watch out for that. We'll do that moving forward.
Chili McCrispy strip dip.
Oh, wait. We don't want the McDonald's ad right now. Not right now. Not right now. Not right now.
It could work. It could work, especially if they have experience. But some channel managers are managing 8 channels. Then it's like a priority issue. And also, you just have to make sure they have experience. I think understanding appeal is super important. This is gonna sound a little harsh, but I want you to take this in a positive way. People don't really care. Even the way you consume content, people don't really care. Getting people to care is challenging. Getting people to care about you is challenging. Getting people to care about your idea is challenging. You have to create appeal. Streamer University has been getting marketed for like 5 months. He's been talking about this for 5 months. He's been giving us updates for 5 months. He's been hyping it up for 5 months. So when Streamer University happens, extreme appeal. The actual execution of it increased the appeal even more, okay? In comparison to an idea that flops. Understanding your audience, putting yourself in the shoes of your audience is essential to getting a good idea of what's gonna work. It's easy to find a crossover between what you like and what your audience likes. So many times I see people, oh, I don't wanna do that. And what? Nigga, I was uploading my GM videos for 4 years. Do you think that's the only thing I wanted to do? But that's what my audience needed at the time. I was able to make a pivot, there's strategy to that, into more general genres until I got a chance to just be as variety as possible. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys some numbers just to give you an idea. This was my Pokemon pack opening. If you don't know, if you're not very familiar with these graphs, you don't care. And I don't mean that to be mean, I mean that to kind of be in your ass a little bit. You need to be very familiar with these graphs. You should see this and immediately know what it is. You should get that comfortable. After tonight, once you're done tomorrow, you should get in these graphs. YouTube is a good discovery tool. This audience retention is not good. Now, it's not good because it's 33% can mean anything, right? It depends on the length of the video. It depends on what channel it was uploaded to. It depends on the norms of that genre.
So this I don't do. I'll be honest, I don't do this part. I do not check the time of like the videos and the watch times and things like that, but maybe we should do it on the channel a little bit more. I don't know what y'all think. Maybe we should do it on the channel a little bit more.
Genre. There's a lot of variables. But for me and my channel, 33% is not good. Huge drop off. You can see like 30% of people left in the first 10 seconds of this. That means that the video is likely to perform bad because if people leave early, less watch time. Watch time is king. And then the other thumbnail you've seen, this was the reaction video. A lot lower lift. Keep in mind, the Pokemon video cost $1,000 to open the packs, right? This video was free. I was reacting to a license being interviewed by Brandon Buckingham. This video is there's always gonna be some drops, but you see how it holds? So the audience retention, a lot stronger, 43%. Average view duration, 20 minutes on a, I think like 46-minute video. To me, that's a good audience retention. This was one of the higher performing reactions on my channel. Okay. And this was uploaded 3 days ago. I think it already has like 300,000 views. I see another hand, what's that?
If you make one type of content and you want to branch out and feed your community new content, what would you say is the best way to do that?
We could talk about that. The strategy to that is super complicated. The best thing you can do if you want to do different type of content is to see what everyone else did. Let me give you an example. Back when I was making my GM content, if you guys know what my GM is, it's a game mode on NBA 2K. It's super niche. It's the one where you manage different teams and trade players and stuff, right? The only person that was able to pivot at that time out of that community and do park stuff, because the community for the park content, you know what park is? Yeah. That community was way bigger, was a streamer, a content creator named Lost and Unbound. I studied everything the nigga did. Every video to the T. I watched everything he did to learn how he went from my GM to park.
That's some J. Cole and Nas lyric kind of thing. I respect that. That's cool.
And I did it. So I was able to do the same thing. So part of it is just studying. There's people that have done it before you. The likelihood that you're the first one to do it is very low. So you should be researching what other people around you are doing. So this was the watch time a few months ago on the channel when it wasn't performing all that well. Sorry, this is not the pocket watching class. We blocked the revenue. So the watch time is 3.3 million. When you see that number, the first question you should ask is, how do I get that number up? To get people to watch longer videos. That's one strategy. Can you think of another strategy? Scum?
New McCrispy strip.
I like that. So getting ideas to get the watch time up That's fire. We need these tips. We
Correct.
need these tips.
Do more, higher frequency. Part of strategy is also uploading more. This is a clip channel. The more I upload, the higher the watch time. The higher the watch time. So this is the number you really want to spend a lot of time focusing on. We made a lot of changes
So
to
part of the strategy is upload more. You upload more, you get higher watch time.
the
Okay.
channel to optimize the content. And in a month's time, the watch time is looking like this. The average views per video is up significantly. The audience retention is up significantly. People are caring about the content a lot more. So I'm showing you to say 3.3 to 3.8 is not gonna blow nobody's socks off, but it was $20,000 more dollars. You get what I mean? So like, don't think about it like, oh, it's a marginal improvement. It's a very, very big improvement. It's a very big improvement. If you can make those month over month, imagine where you'll be in a year.
Wait, how did you systematically do that though?
We uploaded more. We started doing recaps in the videos that were way higher appeal. So this is a whole different ballpark of trying to retain people's attention once they click on the video. We just made the videos way more interesting to watch for people that watch the content and for people that don't know me and just watching for the first time. We also focus more on converting subscribers for people that watch. We did that with the outro, and we did that with lower thirds, and we did that with better overall audience retention in the video. So that's a whole nother talk, but there's a lot of strategy that goes into that as well. Right now, when it comes to creating content, TikTok is king. The only reason people don't think this is because you can't make that much money off TikTok, which is true. But you don't need to make that much money off TikTok. You need people to learn who you are on TikTok. All right? You're gonna funnel those people to the platforms you can make money, YouTube and Twitch. The larger you can get on TikTok, the easier it's gonna be for you to tell your audience to go to other platforms. One content creator I want y'all to study is Jinxie. Jinxie posts on TikTok all the time, and he finds sneaky ways to mention his stream or tell people to go to his stream in the middle of his shit all the time. Look for it. Like, don't see it as a viewer, see it as a content creator trying to learn. He is one of the best strategists. I don't even know if he does it strategically. He might just be doing it because he enjoys it, but he'll do like funny motivational stuff on TikTok. He'll go play golf for funny shit on TikTok.
Yeah, I gotta lie. TikTok was fire. I used to use TikTok for a while, but yeah, I just stopped using TikTok. I don't know. Stop using.
He'll do content and he'll mix in a reminder to go to where he wants them, his stream. I also mean TikTok is king because TikTok Live is now very, very powerful. If you say nigga, you will be blacklisted. If you don't say nigga, you should be streaming on TikTok the same time you stream on Twitch every single time. I'm being serious. To all my people that don't say nigga, put your hands up. Yes, if they say nigga, the TikTok is gonna see that as hate speech, and your account will get shadow banned. It'll get guaranteed. So the reason I didn't, just so you ask, you might be wondering why I didn't mention YouTube. If you deal in copyrighted stuff, you react to sports, you react to music, you play games that have music, and you can't turn it off, streaming on YouTube becomes a lot more challenging. If your content's simpler, if you're a gamer in here, and most of your content is gaming, can I see some hands? All right, y'all opportunity is on YouTube. I should mention that. Co-streaming on YouTube is big because YouTube has discovery for the live and it has good monetization. There's a good video I'm gonna recommend y'all. Moist Critical uploaded showing the revenue difference between YouTube and Twitch. You can stand to make a lot more on YouTube if your content can fit what that platform wants. For me, it doesn't.
So he's saying if you're a gamer, you should stream on YouTube. Not Twitch. You'll make more money on YouTube than you would on Twitch if the game fits within YouTube. So, that's interesting.
On YouTube, if your content difference between YouTube and Twitch, recommend y'all. Moist Critical uploaded showing is on YouTube. I should mention that. Can I see music? If you deal in copyrighted stuff, you react to sports, you react to music, you play games that have music, and you can't turn it off, streaming on YouTube becomes a lot more challenging. If your content's simpler, if you're a gamer in here, and most of your content is gaming, can I see some hands? All right, y'all opportunity is on YouTube.
So if I get on GTA Live RP right now, I should be streaming on YouTube, not Twitch. That's what he's saying.
I should mention that. Co-streaming on YouTube is big because YouTube has discovery for the live and it has good monetization. There's a good video I'm gonna recommend y'all. Moist Critical uploaded showing the revenue difference between YouTube and Twitch. You can stand to make a lot more on YouTube if your content can fit what that platform wants. For me, it doesn't, so I don't know that much about it.
The new creamy chili McCrispy.
So that's interesting. We'll take that one, and we'll see. We'll see what we could do with it. We used to stream on YouTube, honestly, on the same channel, before on GTA, and we might get right back into it. So,
From personal experience, I stream a lot on YouTube, I stream on Twitch, and I post on YouTube, but none of my Twitch streams become YouTube stuff, so I made a live channel like you're talking about.
Yep.
And it makes way more than my Twitch, like 5 times.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That might change the more your ads go up on Twitch. The more your ads go up on Twitch, it might be the case that your Twitch will make more than YouTube, but it depends on the streamer. Hold on.
well, now he knows. You could still put the ads up a little bit more and still make a little bit more on Twitch. So that's still a good idea.
Let's make it through a little bit more of the class before we answer questions. Ideas, okay? Yo, I mean this in the nicest way possible. If you're struggling with ideas, you're gonna have a very tough time being a content creator. You guys are all very creative. Just because, nigga, I spend 3 times a week brainstorming ideas for hours. I have my strategies. Personally, I like to go on drives and play the Brand Food playlist on Spotify. Sometimes I'll lay in my bed, do my Wim Hof breathing strategies, and just brainstorm. It really depends on what you're into. Like, I have my preferences. You should be brainstorming all the time. I mean, all
That's something I don't do. We'll also take that down as well.
the time. At night, after every stream, me and my team talk. We talk ideas, we talk what's tomorrow, we talk what's next week. You should be brainstorming so much you have thousands of ideas. I'm not exaggerating. I leave my ideas on a note, and then on each of my notes, I'll have like, oh, Saturday, I'm opening Pokemons, I got reacts, and then I'm working on the backyard. We're doing some construction to the backyard. Sunday, we were supposed to bury a TV with Ray, and then we mounted Ray's TV. Monday, we got a slow-mo cam coming to the house, we got confessions, we got whatever. So this is what I do. So if you guys watch Kai's streams, you know he has a big whiteboard. He likes to put his ideas on a whiteboard. I'm saying that to say, you could have whatever strategy you fucking want, it just depends on you, but
Yeah, I like the whiteboard idea too.
make sure it works for you. You're gonna have an idea and the next person's gonna do it before you. That's tough, it happens. That's tough, it happens. So when you have ideas and you're passionate about it, jump on the idea, man. Don't wait so long before jumping on the idea. There's so many content creators that might jump to it before you, and you should be the first.
How do you get the creative drive to come up with an idea?
You should just always be doing it. You don't even need to feel creatively inspired. You should be like, oh, damn, at 10, I'm brainstorming, you know? For me personally, I like brainstorming with people.
That's a good
Sometimes
answer.
I'll invite Caleb and Chris into the room and they don't talk, I just yap. And eventually my yap will trigger an idea from them, or I'll come up with an idea. That's actually the number one way I come up with ideas. That's how I came up with the Pokemon Go Marathon, which I'm doing in a few weeks. I'm really excited for. So, yeah, very excited for that. So I'm saying that to say you can come up with whatever.
Pokemon Go, I'm in there.
You can have an app that helps you organize shit if you want to. For me, my phone is easy, it's accessible. This is what I do. I'm gonna show you guys some examples of streamers, just so you guys can do the same when you go home. Queso is amazing, bro. Queso started on TikTok. He blew up on NBA 2K content. His personality was so vibrant, his character was so appealing that he was quickly able to transition that to streaming. He took that TikTok audience, as we were talking about, and he was able to transition it into streaming. And then he was able to take that streaming audience and transition that to the YouTube. He uploads every day, 600K, 800K, 600K. He's crushing it. If he's not making like $1 million a month, I don't know who the fuck is, bro. But you wouldn't think it though, because sometimes he's not in drama all the time. If you don't watch a lot of gaming content, if you're a gamer and you're not watching what Queso's doing, you're not trying. I mean that with the bottom of my heart. He is operating at such a high level and he does it so genuinely, bro. I watch his streams all the time. Sometimes
I honestly didn't even know who Queso was, so I appreciate you, and I would look into Queso, my brother. Thank you so much.
Sometimes because he's hilarious. I also want to say something that's kind of important here, and it's something that a lot of people wouldn't consider a science, but it's his face card. Do you see the thumbnails?
The new creamy chili McCrispy strip dip.
Come on. My man making his money with the ads.
Spot this nigga face from anywhere. You get what I'm saying? He puts his face on everything. It's so much easier for him. Maybe like his face is easily visible in every thumbnail. If you're on TikTok and you see his face, you know that's Queso. People seeing your face and that meaning something to them is very important.
Okay. I ain't gonna lie. I had a sub comment this. And I told them that I would correct this, and we will correct this. All my videos do need my face on it, so we will correct it. I appreciate you guys, and that is something that is going to increase the viewage. So, or at least a click through, you know, somebody that wants to see the reaction, sees my face on it. Yeah, so we will correct it, and we'll see how we do it. But I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
When they see Ash face and they know, oh, he does this type of content, what do you want to be known for? Your face should immediately translate to the general audience as something you want to be known for. You get what I'm saying? And sometimes you're not in control of that. All right, Canel, this is a little bit of a alternate pick. Canel did something really interesting most people didn't realize.
That's a good point. He just said something, you're not in control of that, meaning that sometimes you just don't choose. Like if you react to, let's say, rap battles, and you react to Pokemon, and you want to be known more for Pokemon, but they like you more for the rap battle, then unfortunately you'll just be known more as a rap battle reactor than a Pokemon. Doesn't mean you don't do the both, but you're just known more as a reactor for that, you know?
This is second channel, Eugene Dingleberry, okay? Most people grow their Twitch on TikTok, on YouTube Shorts, on Instagram Reels, the short form. He's growing it through YouTube, which is very, very interesting. He's pulling hundreds of thousands videos per 100,000 views per video on stream clips on his second channel that he's trying to convert over to the Twitch. I think this mode is a little less efficient than TikTok. That's why I think TikTok's king, but it's another way to do it. If you're primary on YouTube, the opportunity is there too. Any platform with discovery means you could be discovered, but then you could also have the power to send them in different directions, different platforms, stuff like that. Canel did a really good job. I feel like he's a very underrated content creator, and he's the one, I really wish he made it here, because I feel like he's one of the people that his content is way better than what people are currently giving him credit for. So shout out to Canel. Ludwig. Ludwig is a really, really interesting case. I was just in a tournament with Ludwig, and he drafted the worst possible team. We got fucking skunked 2 days ago. But he's a great guy, though. He does YouTube-focused streams. He'll spark his stream, mid-stream, start a YouTube video. Hey guys, welcome to YouTube video. Today this is a generic intro. His is gonna be a lot more optimized, but you see the thumbnail. Every part of this thumbnail is by design. This nigga is a master of packaging. He's a master of titling, he's a master of thumbnail, and he does a great job at cross-pollinating his YouTube and his Twitch. He had a YouTube deal for a while where he streamed on YouTube exclusively, and now he co-streams. So he's an example of somebody, including Jinxie, that co-streams, right?
Do you see my content as brain rock?
Say it again?
Do you see my content as brain rock?
By co-stream, do you mean like you do both? Or do you do it with somebody else?
Is your content brain rot? A little bit, yeah. Yeah. I really recommend you guys watch Ludwig because I think he's very intelligent. And he's a very good entertainer, bro. He understands the art of entertaining.
Okay.
New McCrispy strips.
Well, I kind of want to check out Queso. Queso looked interesting because he looked organized. He looked real organized with his thumbnails. We want to see that, and you said that he's huge and that he makes $1 million gaming, and that's interesting.
High appeal events that bring a lot of attention to him, and he challenges himself to a lot of marathons and interesting content. He has a very unique community, and it's hard to find communities like that. If you guys haven't already, please take a look at Ludwig's channel. He's one to study. He's one person you're gonna want to study. Viewers POV, this is important because as a content creator, sometimes you're so caught up in what you want and your passions that you sometimes lose sight of what people want. So,
good point. That's what I said earlier.
Just because you want to do something doesn't mean it's the right thing to do, right? If you guys play game shit, can we get some hands in the sky? You stream games at all? All right, what type of games do y'all stream? Scum?
Horror games, sports, wagers,
Yep.
stuff like that.
What type of games do you stream?
Usually shooters.
Shooters?
Like, Overwatch, Marvel Rivals.
Okay, so let's do an example here. If you switched it up and played League of Legends because you wanted to, that's your right as a streamer. But it's their right to not give a fuck. You get what I'm saying? So you could do it. Some people don't care. They'll do whatever they want. But in terms of good strategy, think about your audience. Like, they're gonna be like, damn, they watch because it's you, some of them. But it's like, nigga, I know I don't want to watch League of Legends. You know, even if it's my favorite person doing it. So just understand, put yourself in your viewers, your average viewer's POV.
Well, I do have a question because I actually have been.
For me, I guess that would be Tarkov, but we do enjoy playing other games like Counter-Strike as well. We do play every once in a while. I play Pokemon, as he stated. Recently, RP, you know, so it's like, you know,
Moving away from that
Mm-hmm.
after doing the same thing for like 2 years now. So I'm glad that you said that.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think is like the best way to like transition your old community into something new?
to me, it's just do it, but I don't know, maybe there's an actual answer to it.
Just to like,
It depends on what the new thing is and how different it is from what you're currently doing.
okay.
You know, like if you're a COD person, transitioning to GTA 6 when it comes out will be pretty easy. They're both really casual games that casual gamers play. But if you're a COD person transitioning to fucking NBA, actually 2K might not be too bad neither because a lot of 2K players play COD. FIFA, then you're gonna lose some people. So just understand where your audience is. Even for my agency, I love y'all niggas, but there's certain games y'all not gonna watch me play, bro. Friends, this is very important. My mom used to tell me this all the time and I took it for granted. And now it's honestly the most true thing I've ever heard. Yo, bro, if you're around a bunch of losers, you're gonna lose. I don't know how else to explain it. Dead ass. You're gonna leave here, you're gonna go back to whatever city you're from, and you're gonna be around people. If those people aren't on the same pursuit as you, they don't have to be streamers. I mean, like taking life serious. Like if they're not trying to try, bro, you will match that energy, I'm telling you. And operators, people that are winning don't wanna be around that. You are actively repelling away the energy that you're trying to attract. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Back when I wasn't making any money off streaming YouTube, nothing.
New McCrispy strips are made for dipping. Strip, dip, strip, dip. You get it?
7 years I
¿Aló? Sí, va. ¿Cuál? Un verde que tengo ahí. O la Hyundai. Sí, o la CRV, la Honda. O tú dices el Chevy. Sí, sí, el chiquitico, el manual, el estándar. No, no es automático, pues ese es manual. Sí, eso afortunadamente. Pero, ¿qué tú andas buscando, pues? Porque yo tengo un par de vehículos ahí, pues. Yo tengo un negocio. Y tengo un Jetta también. Si tú quieres, pasa por aquí y te ayudo con lo que sea. Sí, yo estoy aquí en la 310 de la South Church. ¿Tú puedes llegar aquí? Ok. Bueno, si tú sabes, cualquier cosita y si necesitas que te recoja, también te podemos recoger, pa. Sí, tengo WhatsApp. Ok, ok, está bien, pues. Ok, está bien, entonces. Nos juntamos mañana, entonces, pa. Ok, pues. Con Dios. Dale. Well, let's hope that somebody comes and you guys heard the Spanish come out and the sales. Yeah, we sell cars, yeah. So we sell cars on the side, and every once in a while, we used to sell a car here and there. And nowadays, with not having the job and stuff, that's what I do on the side to try to, keep everything afloat. So yeah, that's my my Spanish. You know, you got me. You got me.
$0, bro. Out of love, I just enjoyed it. I would still be doing it, obviously part-time, but out of love if I wasn't here with this opportunity. But I had friends. We used to get on Skype, RIP Skype in the chat. RIP Skype. We used to be on Skype. We used to talk to each other every day.
Discord?
Every day we would hop in a Skype call. I would mute and say, yo, I'm about to record a video. Boom, I record a video. I'll come back to the Skype call, play 2K with the guys, grind my players, shit like that. I was a 2K content creator. I was in my bag with people that was in their bag. You get what I'm saying? You could be around whoever you want to, bro, but you'll go in whatever direction they're going in. So make sure you want to go where they're going, bro. Okay, I want to do something special, all right? So some brands, I did a sponsorship in my pocket watching class with Webull, and they loved it. But then other brands saw that, and they were like, bro, how can we get involved and help some small streamers? So can we put hands up if you've never done a brand deal before? I'm gonna have you guys stay after class because Droptix, Baze, and Moon Oral Beauty wanna be your first brand deal. Obviously not the easiest decision to make, you feel me? Because it's not much time to do it, and there's only 3 brand deals to go around. Shout out to these brands, man. Droptix, Baze, and Moon Oral Beauty. I'm not getting paid from this. They just seen people receiving help. There's been so much wholesome vibes, and I want to keep it going, bro. They're willing to offer $5,000 to 3 different streamers to do their first ever brand deal, okay? So I mulled it over with the chat, and the decision was Esty, Coach, and Kai. Can you please come to the front of the class? Congrats.
Very nice, very nice. 5,000.
Congrats. Congrats.
W Coach.
So look. So look. We'll have a conversation about talking points, how to deliver them, and then we'll have some time so you can do that. Or maybe today, hopefully today, on campus. I feel like that'd be fire. So, I mean, which one would y'all rather do between Droptix, Baze, and Moon Oral Beauty? Yeah, I like your. Which one you want?
We'll let you choose first.
You can take Baze.
I'm gonna go Moon.
Okay, you wanna go Moon? Can you go Droptix? Of course. Absolutely, bro. I love your attitude, man. Thank you so much. Okay, so we'll talk. I'm gonna get you guys contacts if you can stay back so that we can spend some time to go over.
That's kind of fire, man. Getting brand deals off rip like that, getting some money to do it, and they speak about that all the time. How that's like a big thing with making money. It's getting brand deals to keep things afloat. So.
Of making people's dreams come true. So $5,000 is gonna be big, bro. I really appreciate that.
That's fire. I'm not gonna lie, bro. That was W video. We learned a lot from it, and we're gonna take it serious. We're gonna write down a couple things. We're gonna brainstorm ideas. We are gonna do our thumbnails. We are gonna watch other people and see how we can learn from them a little bit more to grow on this channel. Because if we do aim for that sub goal, then you know we gotta get it. We gotta get it, y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank y'all for rocking with me. I'm also gonna go through the analytics and see you know what you guys are messing with to see what we can continue to provide to the channel. All right. I appreciate you as always. Lend a helping hand. 2 hands are better than 1. 3 is always better than none. Stay safe out there. God bless every single last one of you guys. And I'm out of here, my boys. Peace out, yo.